Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Teen Book Tuesday. My name is Lorie, and I'm the teen librarian at Manlius Library, coming to you from my bright green teen room. And today I'm going to tell you not about a book, but about a series of books. It's a fantasy, it's a portal fantasy, and it might be my favorite portal fantasy series ever. And that's saying a lot, because I read a lot of portal fantasy, I read a lot of fantasy in general. It's a series of 6 books. The series is called The Wayward Children, and the author is Seanan McGuire. And one of the unique things about this series is it's actually broken up into 2 sets, but not the way you'd think. Books 1, 3, and 5 are called Every Heart a Doorway, and that's the first one where you get to meet the main characters of the series and kind of get immersed in their world. And then book 3 is Beneath the Sugar Sky, which continues that story. And Come Tumbling Down, which is book 5, continues it even farther. These books focus really on the school for wayward children, which I'll explain in a second. And then there's books 2, 4, and 6. 6 is the newest one, it just came out. Books 2, 4, and 6 are standalones that talk about the worlds the different portals lead to, like Down Among the Sticks and Bones, In an Absent Dream, and the newest one, which is Across the Green Grass Fields. This is actually, it's brand new, and it's actually cataloged on the adult side, but there is a copy for the teen room on order. It's just not here yet. Okay, so the premise of the story is, and I'm going to read you from the inside from the inside cover. Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children. No solicitations, no visitors, no quests. Children have always disappeared under the right conditions, slipping through the shadows under a bed or at the back of a wardrobe, tumbling down rabbit holes and into old wells and emerging somewhere else. But magical lands have little need for used-up miracle children. Nancy tumbled once, but now she's back. The things she's experienced, they change a person. The children under Miss West's care understand all too well, and each of them is seeking a way back to their own fantasy world. But Nancy's arrival marks a change at the home. There's a darkness just around each corner, and when tragedy strikes, it's up to Nancy and her newfound schoolmates to get to the heart of things, no matter the cost. And Every Heart a Doorway really tells the tale. Kids who just don't belong for some reason in this world. There's something different about them. There's something magical about them. Find a doorway. It may be in a field, as it is in this book, the newest one, Across the Green Grass Fields. It may be a tiny fairy door in the basement. It may be the back of the closet. But they find a door and they go through the door into a different world. And by a different world, I mean a different universe. Maybe they go Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which is book 2. It's actually a standalone, and it's about the twin sisters, Jack and Jill. They're 17 when they found their way home and were packed off to Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children. This is the story of what happened first. They walk down an impossible staircase and discover the pretense of love can never be enough to prepare you for a life filled with magic in a land filled with mad scientists, death, and choices. This one's a little darker than some of them, although the original the main trilogy, which happens mostly at the school, sometimes they go through a door together, but it happens mainly at the school. There is a murder mystery. You get to meet Nancy and all of her schoolmates. You get to meet Miss West, and there's a kind of a mystery around her as well. And in the newest one, which is Across the Green Grass Fields, which I just finished this weekend, is this one is about Reagan, and she loves and she is loved. And when you read her story, you think maybe she doesn't belong through a door, but she finds a door, so clearly there's something she has to do. She suddenly finds herself thrust through a doorway that asks her to be sure before swallowing her whole. Reagan must learn to live in a world with centaurs, kelpies, and other magical equines. She is actually a horse girl in our world. It's a world that expects human visitors to step up and be heroes, something Reagan never really thought she could do. But after embracing her time with the herd of centaurs who adopt her, Reagan discovers that not all forms of heroism are equal, and not all quests are as they seem. This is, as I said, a standalone in the Wayward series. The reason why there's even a school is kind of neat, because when the worlds kick the kids out, and it never takes adults, it only takes kids. When the different worlds kick the kids out because they're done with them, or they're too grown up, or they've changed, or they just, it's time to go, they end up here, and they really don't fit in. So they get sent, or taken, or brought, or fined the School for Wayward Children. So there you go. It's a great series. They're really short. I'd actually call them probably novellas, because the longest one is just 204 pages. It starts with Every Heart a Doorway. You don't have to read books 2, 4, and 6 in order. They are standalones. They can read them at any time. I do recommend you read books 1, 3, and 5. And boy, I hope there's a book 7. 1, 3, and 5 in order. And that's Every Heart a Doorway, In an Absent Dream, and Beneath the Sugar Sky. And this one is delicious. Beneath the Sugar Sky. Okay? Thanks for joining me. If you think you're interested in these or in anything else in the library, pop over to our website at manliuslibrary.org, put it on hold, and arrange for a curbside pickup, or come into the library. We're open limited hours, and you can find those on our website as well. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great week. Happy reading.